I'm inspired. You feel me? First of all, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here and make some money. That's the main thing. Myself, I don't like sitting around and feeling unproductive and shit like that. That's never been me, never gonna be me. Hell, I could be rich and I'm gonna have to be um obligated to doing something productive, you feel me? Because I just can't, I'm programmed like that at this point. And then a second thing I would say being in this hospital has done for me, kind of like inspiring but torturing in a way, is I'm looking at these wonderful, beautiful women, nurses, and these women making guap, guap. They probably doubling what I'm making. And they going hard. It's like I go to sleep, I wake up, they right back to work. And so in my mind, when we're using not freaking, so basically, you know what I'm saying. My point that I'm making is, it made me think. Even I thought that before I came in the hospital, I was thinking, "Huh, this is sad. I'm about to make an indictment on myself and men and the state of the women that when men go out to the club, we ain't looking for no balling ass woman. We looking for a woman. That's our objective. We not looking for, oh, I need a baller. I need a chick that's this, that, who graduated from Spelman and Howard. Hell nah. That is not nigga standard. Niggas like, bitch, I'm looking for a chick to knock down or a big booty chick or whatever, whatever. We not setting our standard to a point that can solidify us with an actual relationship with a woman that is. So I'm saying that to say, you know what I'm saying? I started thinking about when the last time I had an old lady with a car that could pick me up, take me somewhere. Babe, it's an emergency. I need you to drive me here, drive me there. And I was like, God damn. I had literally had to think what exes I had with cars. And it usually be the fat girls that's always got wheels. You feel me? The pretty girls don't be having nothing. And when you do see a pretty girl with something, she a stripper or she a escort. But you don't really meet professional career women. And I was almost starting to think, like, where the hell do you meet these nurses at and these doctor women at? You feel me? Like, do I gotta go back to college to meet these women? Because that's the only time I was running to the women that had professional mindsets and career oriented mindsets was in college. And I ain't been in college in forever. So where the hell do professional women hang out where I can meet? What are women who own homes, who want to own homes, who own condos, who not just gonna be in an apartment forever? Where the hell they hang out? That's where I want to be at. What kind of music they listen to? I want to ingratiate myself with those kind of women because I can't be dealing with like seeing all these nurse women and I'm looking at their hands and shit. I'm looking to see if they married. I'm like, what the hell they nigga met them at? Bitch, I would be the greatest nigga, the greatest guy. If I met a woman making $40 an hour, $50 an hour, can you imagine that? Can you imagine your woman being the breadwinner instead of you having to be the breadwinner? Like, I don't understand this shit, but I just want to know where they be at and who can point me in the right direction because all I see is a bunch of big booty, broke ass women with multiple baby daddies and multiple kids. And that's all a nigga ever meet in these streets and in the world. Even when they do got a job, they might be a hard working woman or whatever, whatever. But this woman got to carry two jobs with all these kids and all these problems and all these standards she got. Versus it's a woman. Like last night, I had an African nurse, wonderful lady. I was telling my brother we had a disagreement about something, and I was admonishing her. And through the process of admonishing her, she never used the word but or and. What's up, Mr. Poopy? I don't know what that means, but she never used the word but or and. She took full accountability for her mistake, apologized to me so much so that I apologized to her in the end for admonishing her when I didn't feel I was wrong for doing so. But once she took it so well, without any excuses or without arguing me down, I felt like an asshole, and I was like, that's the kind of woman that can sustain a long relationship with almost any man. She almost compatible with any guy because if you can get your expression off whatever you got going on, and a woman can sit there without smiling like the shit funny or without chewing, looking around, whatever, like a little kid, but just to acknowledge you, be like, what's the problem, sweetheart? And then be like, yup, you know what? I'm wrong. I messed up. You can't argue with that. You gotta be like, damn, maybe I'm coming at this from a wrong angle. And if I got nine of y'all attention for this goddamn long, bitch, give me a like or get the fuck out. Anyway, I'm about to end this shit anyway. But point is, I'm getting you bitches sauce and all this game, motherfucker. But point is, this is what I'm looking for. It ain't even no sauce. This is about where do we find the mature black women, the career oriented, educated black women, and what do they hang out at? Please let me know in these comments, whether you watch this video later or live or whatever. Let me know what a mature, educated, college educated grown women who make big money, who own houses, you know what I'm saying? Because I can match a woman worth. You want to meet a homeowner? I'm a homeowner, you feel me? I got multiple cars and shit. I'm trying to get another house in the second state. This is the second state right here. So I need to meet that same type of woman, you feel me? So like right now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here so I can go make some money because I don't like not making money. Actually, all I've been thinking about the whole time was how much this goddamn hospital bill finna be. What happened, man? Fucked up my hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Working hard, dog. Just working hard. And gotta keep going though, you feel me? Gotta keep grinding. Like shit, I don't work with a broken hand before. I've been working with a goddamn fucked up back, bitch. I got pinched nerves and goddamn all type of shit going on with my back, bulging disc. And for years I've been having this issue, and you wouldn't even know because I go home and I like, I ain't got that woman there like my baby mama. Even though I talk shit about my baby mama, she was my masseuse that kept me through all the pain for a long time. You feel me? Popping my back and shit like that. Oh, it is painful, nigga. It look like I got a mini coochie on my hand. Bit how big that hole had opened up. Yeah? But bottom line is, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep. It's all about the drive, and and what you set and determine for yourself. Like I'm not happy. Like I just told you. Like I'm happy, but I mean I'm not content. So what I mean by that is homeowner. Yes, I'm a homeowner, but when I'm seeing these women making this kind of money, going this kind of hard, like they back to back, they know it. It's on like they striking the pan while it's hot. You feel me? They say strike the iron while it's hot. And I'm like, man, I gotta have that. You feel me? So with that said, it's motivational. And now I'm saying to myself, how can I take the next step up? You feel me? And that's what I'm just ready to clear because I'm like, I gotta get it. It that's how we all should think. When you see somebody getting it, you should never be like or hateful or envious. You should be like, damn, I need to go harder. I need to. I gotta get it. And that's why like I don't want to be sitting up here no more. I'm ready to go get a second damn gig. Shit, I need to go make up my hours for my first gig that I'm been missing, but I need the second one now because it don't stop, bro. It don't stop. And I just want to say that with that said, let's set our standards higher. Let's try to meet better women and all of these things. How you doing, mama? And so, pretty good. Before I leave this morning, see, look, I'm starting to notice a commonality. I was making this little video because I'm like a little blogger, whatever you want to call it. And I was talking about this been inspiring in this hospital because I'm seeing all y'all career women. And I'm like, what do career women hang at? Like in y'all free time? Like, because I don't see y'all in the streets.
Home.
Home? So we gotta go knocking door to door. Hey, you got a man? Like, for instance.
I guess it depends on the day. Sometimes you might go out after work, but you get off at 7:30. On your days off, if you're so tired, you want to be at home or in the
And do y'all set like these like high status? So for instance, I majored in health science, but I didn't graduate college. When a man meets you, would he have to have that equal? Because more than likely, you're gonna be making more than most men you meet. I don't know if you know that, and if you don't, then how do you know?
Really quick. I think every woman is different. Every woman is different. Some will, be willing to do the whole, what do they call it, build with a man.
You mean 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends. I think it really depends on how that first meeting goes, how you guys get along, how the conversation goes.
Are they intimidated when you tell them your profession?
Sometimes.
I would be intimidated, somewhat, because that takes the power out of most men when they be like, man, I got mine. Da, da, da. You can't use that argument,
Sometimes, but it depends.
And y'all hang at general social places like normal women. I mean, I say normal. I'm talking about like 9 to 5, 14, 7, 17, $20 women.
I can't speak for everyone else. Mm, not all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Heard.
Um, I feel like I work hard. Yes, I try to be mindful with how I spend my money, but every now and again, I'm gonna go somewhere nice. So I'm not too bougie for Applebee's, but every now and again, I'm like steakhouse bougie.
Right,
So
right.
it depends. It depends on what your schedule looks like, whether or not you got kids.
Right, right, right.
Um,
So that would be the general consensus then, I guess, because when you say Applebee's just not in these places, I guess a person would have to put themselves in better
right.
places and where they eat at, where they socialize at to meet that better class of woman.
Exactly.
Kind of answer
But
my
see, that's
question.
not always true though, because again, you might meet somebody who, yes, she has a good career, yes, she has the money, blah 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 blah, and she might be at Applebee's. You might just catch her at Applebee's that day, and
Wow.
through conversation, you find out what she does and how
Right.
far she is into her career. But at the end of the day, I feel like where somebody's at in life shouldn't boost their head that much.
Right, right, right. Facts, facts.
You know?
But it also is a testimony though,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
true.
mean, for somebody who went, trust me, just passing health science and then getting into nursing school,
Yeah,
and you got to have that B average and taking the Hesse
that's
and
true.
all that stuff.
That's
You,
true.
if you know her battle,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, then you respect it more rather than say, oh, she's just a nurse. And this ain't no 6 month course. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I appreciate that, man. Like, man, y'all have motivated me so much that I was making this video saying I'm ready to get up out of here and go back to work
Yeah.
because I don't even like feeling up. I've accomplished a lot of things in my
Mm-hmm.
life, but seeing y'all women go so hard,
Right.
and it's like I close my eyes one shift and you right back. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, I gotta go
Exactly.
hard, yeah. So I appreciate y'all, most definitely. But you gonna be my nurse today too?
No, your nurse is Carissa. They have
Okay,
me just going around making sure you're able to call your nurse or your PCA if you need
okay,
anything.
heard.
But she'll be around in a few.
Yes, ma'am,
Alrighty.
definitely. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, that's painful. No, really. No,
Yes,
no.
I reached out to ID. Okay,
Uh huh.
I'm waiting to hear back.
Yeah, if they don't, I'm gonna give it to like 10 because I gotta file my taxes too.
You got a
And
what?
tomorrow the last day to file taxes.
Okay. The only
So
thing is plastic surgery. They put in for that to be a daily change, right, on
yes,
your
ma'am.
hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, my thing is that I also have to reach out to them because they put 5 to 7 days that has to be done. Are you able to do it
Yeah, I'm
at
gonna
some
have my.
point?
I'm gonna have my mom finna play my nurse. I'm gonna be going by her house every day and
Okay.
letting her change it out for me. She'll. All I need is like the little packing. I can even go buy some little tweezers, packing gauges, and but that's what I was saying. If it's all just wound dressing at this point,
Yeah,
I
wound
don't want.
dressing and antibiotics. So if you go and you don't get antibiotics, IV, they'll probably put you PO. My question is with vancomycin. I don't know if they want you to complete the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I need ID to tell me yes, no, DC it. I mean,
As long as they tell you
stringent with
something
them,
so I can have an update, you know, I don't
right?
want to feel like they just like,
Not doing nothing.
right, right.
Once I know, you'll know. Okay.
Okay, thank you so
Are
much.
you good with pain?
Yeah, I'm good with it. Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna get you pain meds, okay?
So, yeah, I pretty much said what I needed to say. I ain't got nothing else to say. Let me see. I was talking about money yesterday. The market, the world markets. It was talking about. Oh, a guy was telling me about XRP. I still gotta do more research on that. But from what my understanding was, the guy who was telling me about XRP, I was telling them what backs it. So, for instance, the way gold backs money, what backs the currency of XRP. And from my understanding of it, what was cool about it, it's sort of like when people was doing NFTs and it was like buying what they thought what an NFT was
He just wrote me
considered.
back.
He just what,
He
mama?
wrote me back on the computer. He said he'll check you this morning and let me know.
Okay,
Okay?
appreciate
So
that.
I don't know what time, but he said this morning.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No
So,
worries, girl.
the XRPs, what's cool about them is it's based off commodities. So like for instance, if you got a commodity that is of high value, now your money is up because your XRP is being based off not just natural resources, but whatever commodity that you got that's hot at the time, which is a good thing because sometimes commodities is up and down. So let's just say you a major exporter of sugar and oil and whatever, and that commodity is up. That means your XRP currency is up versus, because if you look at it right now, when you look at people talk about digital currency, that's what the USD American dollar is, digital currency, because it's the only currency you can pretty much use in the world where you could go anywhere and it's accepted, but you can't take any country money and use it here. So, or use it anywhere else. So it's already kind of the global currency. And that kind of answers the question the dude asked me yesterday when the dude was asking me about tariffs, and I explained it, but I didn't explain it from that standpoint. I didn't explain the fact that it's an attempt to save the current global currency, which is USD, because currently it's valued around the world. And if you was to tank the dollar right now, that means everybody who up loses out, and everybody who down not affected. And so, yeah, mostly, and all these digital currencies is a bet against USD. You got to understand, you do not win in Dogecoin. You do not win in Bitcoin. You do not win in FTT, XRP. You don't win in none of these digital currencies without the dollar. So when you understand that, then you be like, oh, okay, okay, that's what that's about. Yeah, and I'm finished with that though. One love.